This is Ty Dickinson
and Erica Lopez from the University of Oklahoma Weather Lab with your weekly regional forecast starting on Wednesday, May 3rd, 2017.
New one-month outlooks have been published. Pleasant temperatures are forecast for the next few days, and the drought outlook has been updated for the month of May. What changes should be expected? Let's tune into this week's climate briefing.
Pleasant temperatures can be expected in the next few days. Thursday's high temperatures for the majority of the region will be in the mid-60s to low 70s, and this trend looks to continue into the weekend. Low temperatures will stay consistent throughout the end of the week in the mid-40s to upper 50s. A slight warm-up in temperatures can be expected for the western part of the region, where high temperatures will be around the mid-70s to upper 80s and low temperatures in the upper 50s to upper 60s Saturday and Sunday. These warm temperatures look to continue into next week.
Looking at temperatures in week 2, there are probabilities for below normal temperatures, ranging from the southwest and traveling northeast into New England. The highest probability is 50%, seen in New England and the southern Great Lakes. These temperatures are forecast to range from 1 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit below normal, with the higher end actually being in southern Arizona. Parts of central California, the northern Rockies, southern Texas, and the Florida Peninsula have probabilities for above normal temperatures. These regions are forecast to have temperatures up to 2 degrees above normal.
Texas and Louisiana have seen minimal to no change in the drought monitor since last week. Last week, northern Arkansas had a moderate drought present, but rainfall had downgraded this region to dry conditions. Oklahoma has seen significant improvements since last week. The northwest corner was completely removed of drought, and the severe drought to the south was downgraded to moderate. The panhandle is also now removed of any drought rating for the first time since September 27, 2016. These drought improvements were aided by the significant amount of rainfall received last weekend. It is expected that the remaining drought in eastern Oklahoma to be removed by the end of May.
As we zoom east, drought conditions have been removed from Tennessee. Moderate drought conditions are now almost completely removed from North Carolina. The extreme drought in northern Georgia is smaller than it was last week, meaning improvements were made around this area. Regions of moderate drought or greater drought in northern Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, and the western Carolinas are forecast to improve throughout May. In contrast, the dry region south of Macon is expected to worsen. Going south now, the severe droughts along the Florida-Georgia border have gotten slightly larger in the last week. Also, the severe drought in central Florida has been extended further north. For the month of May, the drought is forecast to persist.
Much of the precipitation that will accumulate in the upcoming week will occur on Friday for the majority of the region. A little more than 2 inches of rain is forecast to accumulate in New Orleans, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi, and Little Rock, Arkansas, while around almost 3 inches of rain is expected in Springfield, Missouri.
As we look at precipitation for week 2, notice the large area of probabilities for above normal precipitation centered in the Rockies. An upper air pattern known as a trough is forecast to move over this region, bringing with it an inch or two more than normal for this time. Conditions are expected to be drier than normal in front of and behind the trough, hence the below normal probabilities on the California coastline and throughout the Great Lakes. These areas are forecast to experience up to 1 inch less than normal in terms of rainfall. Florida also has enhanced probabilities for below normal precipitation, with these rainfalls reaching about 1.5 inches below normal.
In the one-month temperature outlook, the West has probabilities of above normal temperatures between 33 to 50%. These temperatures could be up to 2 to 3 degrees warmer than normal. The Midwest will likely experience below normal temperatures with probabilities between 33 to 40%. These temperatures could be 2 degrees cooler than normal.
Precipitation-wise for May, new model runs since last week have become more consistent, hence the change since the month outlook we discussed last week. There are 2 distinct regions of above and below normal precipitation probabilities. We see enhanced probabilities for below normal precipitation in Northern California and Oregon along the coastline and throughout the central Corn Belt. These regions are currently forecast to receive about 1 inch to 1.5 inches less precipitation than normal. Probabilities for above normal precipitation are found throughout the Rockies and extending from the southeast into the northeast. While the highest probability is 50% in the deep south, New England is forecast to potentially experience the greatest amount of rainfall above normal at up to 4 inches, whereas the south is only at about 1 inch or so.
Fire weather outlooks are quiet for the upcoming week. In today's video, we discussed the drought outlook for May, and if you want the seasonal outlook through the end of July, check out last week's podcast, which you can click here in the upper right-hand corner. In that video, you can also check out the latest CPC 3-month outlook.
Once again, this has been your forecast brought to you by the University of Oklahoma Weather Lab, a top academic weather and research program in the United States and partner of the Southern Climate Impacts Planning Program. From all of us here at the Oklahoma Weather Lab, we thank you for watching these outlooks as we continue to improve every week. We have exciting plans for next year when the fall semester begins. Until then, we will switch to doing monthly videos. We plan to upload a video at or near the beginning of each month, potentially discussing conditions seen in the previous month, 1 month outlooks, changes in the drought in the last month, and monthly and seasonal outlooks for drought. We will also continue to be active on Twitter with the latest information and thoughts on weather and climate conditions. Thank you for tuning in, and see you again next month.